Welcome back. It's that time again. Little late this time, but hey, it's October's Elite subscription box from the Minotaur Trading Company. You can get yours at MinotaurTradingCompany.com for $179 plus shipping. They have a Ration of the Month and a Survival Kit of the Month. Both of those are $25 and they include shipping. And then there is an Extreme that is $79 and that includes shipping as well. And that is, you get the Survival Kit of the Month, the Ration of the Month, and then a boatload of swag based on the theme. This month's theme is Solo Overnight Part 2, and it's Part 2 of 3. And if you can go back, you can see Part 1. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 are all designed to work together for a complete overnight stay in the wilderness. So, let's get this box that's been heavily taped and bulging. And it's pretty packed. It's pretty packed. Let's see now. There we go. And then you can go ahead and check that stuff out. All right, let's see. Ration of the month. All right, before we get that, let's move this, whoa, heavy box out the way. It's like almost 12 pounds. Our ration of the month is a beef and barbecue sauce, US MRE. Ooh, I can feel the squishiness of the main in there. And that is the ration of the month for $25 plus shipping. But that's not all you get, because everybody knows that US MRE is not worth $25. Cut myself. There's also in there is a modular operation ration enhancement. Let's dig that out. Let's see. That's not it. Really, there's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Ah, here we go. This. So a snazzy Mylar bag probably holds a liter of water. You could probably purify some in there. We'll get to that. That is your $25 subscription ration of the month. Now, Survival Kit of the month. All right. Well, let's see if I can find those. All right. So, I'm going to guess that these are the survival kit. And this, which is couple hand warmers, and this is like a seasoning kit. When I did the review of the Ration of the Month, the one that was in the can, the beef and rice thing, it really needed seasoning. So I talked to Bob and asked him to put together a little thing like that. And that is your survival kit of the month. Those 4 tins. We'll get to those in a little bit. Mine are kind of dented and smushed, and there's a reason for that, and you'll get to see that here in a sec. Okay, and the Extreme, which is the $79, is the Minotaur fire tender. It's taped up in a can again. My can's kind of smushed. And then, okay, whoa. So that is not part of the survival kit of the month. That's extreme stuff. Well, then what is the... That is the survival kit of the month. Yeah, that's the survival kit of the month. This is the Extreme. Yeah, so, wait. No, that can't just be it. Okay, so, survival kit of the month, which is way out of frame. Survival kit of the month is that. The Extreme is the fire tender and the 3 tins, and this. It's Extreme subscription overnight. It's like a special ration. I believe, well, we'll get to it, but I believe it's a bunch of US MRE components. So that is what you get in the Extreme box. Ration of the month, survival kit of the month, Extreme stuff. Now to get on to the fun stuff, if you would. Move some of this stuff out the way, because there's a couple things in here. If you got the Elite subscription for the Shipwreck 2, you got a hammock, and in this one, for your shelter of your overnight solo, you get a hammock, so that you have, somewhere to sleep off the ground. I don't use hammocks because hammocks remind me of bear bags, which makes me think that the bears have been so conditioned to get the food in those bags that you're just a low-lying bear bag. And if a bear wants to get you when you're in a hammock, you're bear poop tomorrow. That's all you gotta say. That's the reason I don't use hammocks. A kid loves them. I do not. Next in our Elite, this is the Elite. There's a pocket knife. It's kind of snazzy. It's the, yeah, you stay there. The CRKT Pillar Large. It's a small folding knife. It's got that cool little thumb action so that you can get it opened up real quick. It's got a locking blade so you don't cut off your own fingers. Yeah, that's a nice knife. Nice knife. Nice knife. All right. Let's see. It says there's additional tins of tinder, but I don't see them in here. That one is probably more than enough, but there's no way that they could fit what was in this, fit any more of those cans in this box, because the crown jewel of this month's Elite subscription box is something that you're not going to be doing a grab and run with, mostly because it weighs a freaking ton. It's a 30 caliber ammo can that's designed as a cache. Now, these cans are kind of waterproof, and they're painted so that kind of makes them corrosion resistant. But if you're going to bury this, first off, you might want to get it into the frame there, bro. Yeah, there we go. Might want to put it in a bag, like a thick, like 6 mil bag before you bury it, because these will eventually seep. It will eventually rust, and if you forget about it, it'll eventually disappear. I remember, I know I'm going to go off on like a little story time here, but I remember like a year ago when the whole subscription box thing that Minotaur's got going on was coming about, and we were talking about these kind of cache things, and somewhere I'd read, probably Survivalist Board or something like that, where people were using silicone caulk with an LK, not a, you know, rooster type of thing. We're using silicone caulk and getting those like 3 or 4 inch, even 6 inch PVC pipes with the screw cap ends, and making caches out of those. They would line the inside with the silicone so it would prevent, you know, leakage and breakdown and stuff like that, because eventually those PVC pipes will break down, especially in sunlight, but underground they last a long time. And you could load up stuff in, like, you could put like a shotgun in some of those, or, you know, one of those AR-7 survival rifles or Marlin Papoose. You put guns and bullets and food and all kinds of stuff of those and bury them all over the place. And I bought all the stuff to make like 4 or 5 of them, and me and the kids spent a day putting them together, stuffing them with stuff, and then we went and buried them and like used geocache locator things to find them again. And I have no idea where they are now. Somewhere out there, there's a buried PVC cache with a bottle of Johnny Walker in it. So if you're out there doing the geocache thing and you dig up a white plastic tube that says constant or caution explosives, that may be a bottle of Johnny Walker. Anyways, back to this. It's a 30 caliber ammo can, and it's got a bunch of stuff in it. Let's find out what's in it. We're going to move our hammock back to the cubby so that we've got some room to, you know, spread this stuff out. But yeah, if you ever get around and really want to seriously cache stuff, that might be something you want. Ha! I found the fire tender. I found it. There we go. You get 1 fire tender. Can you see it? I can see it. You can see it. We got sniffles and a second fire tender. This is all stuff from your cache. Thing of toilet paper. Another thing of toilet paper. How am I going to get all this back in? A book of matches. So in case you need to light your toilet paper on fire during the prison escape. A toothbrush to brush that one tooth you got. Everyone knows that people that buy rations only got one tooth. A 3-in-1 coffee. Use some coffee right now. It has been a long week. Toothpaste. Again, what do you do with an item you can't use? Wow, I haven't seen one of these since Disney World. Get in there. It's a chili mint wrap. It's essentially you wet it and then you whip it, and it uses evaporation to cool you down. That would have been better in the shipwreck, you know, because tropical islands, they get kind of hot. And then we've got a can opener. Can you guess what's coming? A party balloon, a alcohol-free sanitizing wipe. Okay, that's about worthless. Ooh, another party balloon. Double date. I know, they're not really for that. I mean, you could use them for that. They're designed as waterproofing or water storage. Another toothpaste. So you'll have minty breath at your party. Another 3-in-1 coffee. There's a couple of hard to get items in here because they are getting hard to get because they're expensive. But you got a couple bottles of Tabasco, so you can season your rations to taste. And we've got a dude shower. These things really do work. Remember, there's a process to cleaning yourself with this. My suggestion is you go look it up because you don't want to start with the nether regions and then do your face. Just saying. Basically, you want to start from the top, work your way down. And once you're done, burn it. Because it's fire tender. And we got a pink lemonade. And all right, another hand warmer, some freeze-dried broccoli to make you regular, a bar of soap in case that you get your hands all funkied up by the dude wipe, because like I said, it's a process. A boatload of aqua tabs, 2, 4, 6, 8, it's 10, and with that Mylar bag from the accessory kit, you got plenty of opportunities to purify water. And then there's 2 things left in here, and let me see there. You got a C unit. The C unit contains salt, coffee, tea bag, sugar, non-dairy creamer, wet wipe, beef bouillon, more toothpaste, more hand sanitizer, a couple cookies, some candies, some Kim Lights, and the Bazooka bubble gum. And the last thing in here is something that you're probably going to want when you dig it up, and that is a tasty meal. And we've got the meal in a can, beef with rice and vegetables. 3 biscuits, jam, coffee, drink mix, sugar cubes, coffee creamer, Starbursts. Ooh, I hope there's a cherry in there. Wet wipe, and finally, another suggestion I put in, and it got approved, salt and pepper in there, because that beef and rice really, it didn't need salt because of the bouillon, but it did need pepper. And there's no bouillon in this one, so you're really going to need that salt and pepper now. Although you have your bouillon from your C unit, and you can go ahead and zest that up. But that's everything that's in your cache. Cache! It's cache! And that is your Minotaur Elite subscription box at $179 plus shipping. And I'm telling you, shipping's going to be a little steep because this thing weighed a freaking ton. But as part of your solar overnight, you're probably not going to use the cat. I mean, you can use it as part of your solar overnight because part 1 and part 2 you have enough food with just the extreme. With just the extreme part 1, part 2, you've got enough food, you've got shelter, you have enough drinks, you have I think there's a razor knife or something. I'll have to go back and look what was the number one. It was so long ago, and my memory is not what it used to be here in ye old age. But with the Elite, I don't think there was an Elite from Overnight One. I think the first one was the Shipwreck one. But anyways, like I said, my memory's going away. But all this stuff, if you've been a subscriber since the beginning at the extreme level, you have enough stuff to go and spend a few days in the woods all alone with your thoughts. And the bears and the raccoons. Oh, you got to watch out for those raccoons because they will steal your stuff. But let me go ahead and pause the camera for a second. I'm going to get this cache stuff back in, and then we'll go look at the Extreme Subscription Box ration kit. So I got the knife out. It's a snazzy little job here. I mean, you can, woo! I mean, it's not this one, but it's a nice, nice little mini. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it in our survival tin, or our survival cache, so that we've got a knife in there. And it was surprisingly a lot easier to get the stuff back in than how it was originally in there. But there you go. That is your Elite Minotaur Trading Company subscription box. You've got your tins and stuff there, and I think Killing Zombies has already opened those up. The little light bulb one has a flashlight, and there's a couple of med kits with some neat stuff. One of those has a saline solution, which has a bajillion uses. All you gotta do is go and look on there on the internet. I mean, think you can use it as an eye wash or cleanse wounds or something like that. Don't drink it, but I'll probably do a separate video just on that because it's something of importance. This we'll get to in a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and clear some of this stuff off, and then we'll get to that ration. Yeah, so with winter coming, those hand and foot warmers, I think one of the tins has toe warmers. But man, when it's like 8 degrees outside, those things, here we go. Some more hand warmers, foot warmers. Actually, these big ones, you can actually put in your jacket or, your britches. Flameless ration heater. Lots of uses for that, aside from cooking your food. A mint toothbrush. A lot more things to do with that than cleaning your teeth. If you get, I know this is going to sound like super crazy, but give me a sec. I got to let the beast in. Dude, I swear this phone sometimes just cheeses my biscuit, because you cannot freaking do anything on the phone or have the phone do anything while you're recording, or it just stops. So, on with the show. Mostly because it makes my choice be to completely repack everything and redo it, or use the sketchy at best editing software that they still keep charging me for to paste it together. Anyways, got a lot of stuff to do today, so we're just gonna cut and paste, and we're gonna get back to our modular ration here. Toothpaste to go with the toothbrush. Remember I was saying, I was starting to wander off about things you can do with the toothbrush, but if you have a really nasty, like abrasion injury and it's got like asphalt or, material in it, you can use the toothbrush to clean it out. It'll hurt, but at least you won't get infected. A alcohol-free sanitizing wipe. I guess that's the legacy of COVID. Some more toilet paper. Use this, then use that. A whistle. I'm not going to blow it because, some people have headphones on and stuff like that. But it's got a nice little clip so that you can clip it onto your molly strap or whatever. And it's a lot easier to use that than to scream for hours and lose your voice. Chocolate protein hazelnut shake. I think this is one Dub C's favorite. He likes to make coffees out of it. Ah, friend Dub C. Living the life in Michigan. Working his butt off. I miss him. I know you miss him. He's a good friend. Can't wait to see him back. Some crackers. You might want to put these in your cache too, because it's not like they're ever going to go bad. They will, but it'll be a long time. And if you put enough jam on them, it won't matter. Now, is there going to be any jam in here? Probably not. Book of matches. They're matches. You know what to do with those. It's no secret to the match. MRE spoon. If you have any of these extra, keep one in your pocket. Why? Why should I keep a spoon in my pocket? Because you never know when a lady needs a spoon. Or a gentleman. I don't want to be accused of being sexist or anything like that. Wow. You hear that? Nature's Jawbuster. The first strike bar. Now, if you plan on eating this, stash it in your pit. Let this bad boy warm up and get soft and gooey Tootsie Rolly, because if you don't, you're going to be sorry. That one tooth that you got left for your toothbrush, it'll be gone. Guaranteed. Some cheese spread with jalapenos. It's actually the best thing for the cheese spread with jalapenos. And by the way, it is soft. Let me see if I can find a date. Sniffles. So it is 2020. So it's 2020 cheese. So surprisingly soft for a cheese like that. I mean, it's okay on the crackers, but it's better with a chili or the chili mac or taco filling. Cheese fill combos. It's a nice snack, especially if they're not stale. Red pepper flakes. Move this into your survival cache to go with your can of stuff, because I don't think the main in here the main in here is going to need red pepper flakes. But a 3-in-1 coffee. Is the US rations putting 3-in-1, or are they still putting that sprayed freeze dried stuff? And our main, our main is Mexican style chicken stew. As far as the chicken rations go, this one's okay. It'd be better if those combos were tortillas, because it is a stew, but it makes a decent taco. And like I said, you're not going to use red pepper flakes unless you like it spicy. You could probably use the jalapeno cheese in there. Oh, I know, scrapey. But cheese and chicken don't go together, people. Basic culinary law. So that is your exclusive survival ration for the extreme box. So you got essentially 2 US MREs, and then if you got the elite, you got the cachet ration. So you've got 3-4 meals, easy, for your overnight. And if it's an overnight and you've got 6 to 8 meals, dude, stretch that bad boy out to a weekend or a 3-dayer. You don't You don't need to go back to the office. You're just working from your desk at home anyways. So that was that. And that is the phone. So apparently my car warranty is about to expire, blah, blah, blah. But that was the October Elite subscription box with its awesome cachet. Like I said, things are getting real funky. So stashing yourself some of this, all this food that you've collected, some of the stuff's got 25-year shelf lives. Make yourself a cache. Bury it, you know, in your backyard, over at the park. Don't bury it in the cemetery. Bad choice. Don't bury it under a tree. Another bad choice. Find yourself to bury it. Mark it on your phone. Your phone has that map thing, has the little thing where you can put a little flag. You can even get the GPS coordinates right down so there's no record of it. But get yourself prepared, because this solo overnight, it may turn into a 6-month overnight. You never know. Things could go totally tits up. Things could turn around. That's a funny thing about humans. They have so much potential, and sometimes they do such great things, and other times they... So, now that I've left you with that depressing statement, I've been Jack of Trades. Head on over to MinotaurTradingCompany.com. Get your subscription box. Start your cash. Get your hammock. Get your rations. The ration of the month and the survival kit of the month. If you got those one or the other individually, you're doing pretty good. If you get the extreme, you're always going to come out ahead. But this month, the elite, you've come out. I don't even think he's made any money on the elite. But, you know, it's his business. Again, I've been Jack of Trades. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a great day. Get that cash. Make sure that you know where your gear is at. Make sure that your gears work and you maintain it. Don't just make that bug out bag and throw it in the closet, because it's been there for 8 years, and you know some of that stuff's funky, and some of those packages, they break down whether they're in sunlight or not. You may go in there and find yourself that your Ace Glide fishing kit has become a bag of slime. Check your gear, cache your food, be prepared for good and bad. And if you got cats, you want some more? Have a great one, and be nice to someone.